Hey guys, what is up? It's Kenny. Alright, now I haven't posted anything on this channel in quite some time because I've been moving around. I'm now here in Wyoming with my girlfriend, and it's doing great. I especially thank the people who have been watching my videos. I'm sorry I've been neglecting to look at it. Thank you so much for the people who have been viewing my videos so much. It means so much to me that you guys do this, and lately I have been going through a lot of issues myself, but for this video I'm actually going to be discussing something that's very precious to me, and it basically means a lot, and I'm going to be opening up to people that I don't normally do, because whenever I open up to people it seems kind of pushy, and I never truly get to change who I am. I never get to show them what I can do, but with this I've actually been able to, and with YouTube and so many of the great people that I've met over Facebook, it's so much amazing of how you can really open up to somebody that you barely even know, and trust me, they open up too. And a lot of people are going to judge you and say, well, here's the thing, I don't like judging. If I'm judged by him, if I am judged by a judge of what my actions have led me to the courthouse, I will accept that. But I do not get judged by my own parents. I don't get judged by my grandmother. I don't get judged by my aunt, uncle, whoever. If they have their opinion, they can say it to me, but try to keep it low enough to where it doesn't hurt me. Words hurt. They do. Words have power in them. But sometimes it is a certain way you can take it, but sometimes people do say words can only go so far. They can go pretty far, and how you accept it. Well, for me, I basically have dealt with so much crap in my life that it's pulled me to this point where I'm not sleeping well, I'm not eating right, and especially, one thing I don't want anybody to get into, smoking. I had to switch to this. I am a smoker. I accept it. I basically am opening up because I've seen a lot of people who are not afraid to open up to people on YouTube, to people on Facebook or anything. This is the e-cigarette fusion. They do not sponsor me for me doing this video. But you can go check it out. There are stores here in Laramie, Wyoming, down by, it's Smoker Friendlies. They sell them. You can look them up. They're called Fuges or some Fusions, but it really works. And get different flavorings and stuff like that. It's helped me. Smoking, people say you shouldn't smoke. Honestly, I will tell new people that come into the video who are under the age and have watched this video and have seen more, do not smoke. Doesn't matter. I made a mistake of starting smoking just because it helped me with my anger issues. It has helped me so much, but I found other alternatives than smoking or doing weed or coke, crack. Sorry, had to do that. But honestly, it's all about how you open up. Because I have had people tell me, Kenny, you personally have a twisted mind, blah this, blah that. One word, retarded. Hate it. Just hate it. People need to understand that about me because I hate it. If someone goes at me against me and says, you're retarded, that affects me because I know that, and it hurts because it makes me feel like I'm low. It makes me feel like I'm not mounted to anything. It hurts. It actually drills a hole in my heart about that. And that's what people need to understand, and what they need to understand about people who are like that. With MS, CP, Down syndrome, anything like that. It's just disturbing the way to see bullies pick on people that can't do anything, and they make funny where you can't get a job, or you can't do this, you can't do that, we're all cool. Really? That's wrong. Because I've seen people, and they're saying, oh, well, you spent, and I've seen people say this, you've been on the internet too much, blah this, blah that. Well, one thing, people have made a living on the internet, made a living on YouTube. They made a living. Markiplier. Sorry. I will say this, Markiplier himself has made a living on YouTube. Made a living. I've seen that man get so much publicity and so much fans, and you know what? He has not cracked under the pressure of being a star on YouTube. I believe he's one of the biggest gaming YouTube Let's Players on the planet. Second, Iam Back. I will say that. Iam Back is a second. And like Kyle and Damien, which those are their real names, you can go check out their videos and stuff like that. But I know I'm getting off topic here about gamers, but let me say something else. This is what the biggest thing that people do not understand about life. It's hard. It's impossible. But just because you don't have a girlfriend, just because you don't have a boyfriend, if you're like that, if you're a girl or a boy and you don't have either of those, it doesn't matter. You may think that that's all you need, but sometimes there are people out there that have lived for years without having someone right there because they got love somewhere else. You get love. I know there's a lot of different people who are in different religions, but my religion is God and Jesus Christ. Okay? But I speak out to it in a different way. Okay? I know people will have different religions, they're antichrist or whatever. That doesn't matter to me. Okay? I believe my God, or our God, as a lot of people will say, and a lot of people will put hate mail and stuff. Go ahead and put it. I will actually read it. I will. Okay? I accept that. I will accept people will say, you're wrong, I'm right, blah, blah, blah. People have different perspectives of the world. People choose different places of the world. But there's only one thing. Peace. That's all I believe in, is peace. I believe in God, yes, but the most thing I believe in more is family, friends, and peace. People have said in the world, they say, we deserve peace. But people think, oh, we'll bring a new age to this world, or we think we could change the world for the better. If you can change the world around you personally, as in your mind, set, and body, and spirit, if you can be able to set that with your friends, your family, and whoever else, if you can do that with yourself, that's considered peace. You have peace in the palm of your hand. Each of us does. Each of us has our own way of expressing that. But war, crime, this, that, and the other, no. If I want something, I will get a job and go do it myself. Or I have Social Security. I will say that. I'm living off the government. I'm living off other people's paychecks. That kind of affects me because it feels like I can't do it. It's like people say that you're taking our money. That's disrespectful. We work hard on money. Well, that money is there to where people who can't work, people who have MS, CP, autism up the ass, cannot work and cannot do that stuff, where people can accept them and try to help them at work. Say, well, let's see here, for example, for me, I've had a lot of people actually tell me here in Laramie, Wyoming, no one has ever told me the workplaces that I've visited. Well, I know if my mom could, she'd hire me. If my friend Leanne said if she could hire me, she could hire me. She would in a heartbeat. My family and them would hire me at their work in a heartbeat. They would actually sit there and ask their boss to help me understand how to work, do all that. If I can't get into workforce or work programs or something like that, they are there to help me, and I accept that. My dad, he's even gotten a job for me. He almost got a job for me that I could have done security. I could have, and I thank him for that. My father did that for me, and I think my mother brought it up to him, but honestly, he thought that would be a good job for me. I'd get a small little bit of pay, so I'd be able to help myself afford to live on my own. That's what, in any case, that's what Social Security is there for you, is to help you get started on a low bit of income down. So you're basically starting, like my dad always taught me. He says, you need to crawl before you walk. You need to walk before you run. You need to sprint before you run. But that's what it means. You need to start from square one, actually square zero, and go up. You need to start from a list. You need to set categories. You need to set goals. You need to set that. You set that perspective to help you in your life. And I know I'm babbling still, but it's making a proven point in different perspectives. But I will say this now. I do have a little bit of a smidge, well, a lot. I will say, you know what, a lot. That I go off topic really quick. Because I try to explain it, but sometimes when I try to more explain it, it goes and switches out. But that's my perspective. That's how I work it. Some people can understand what I'm saying, and some people can't understand what I'm saying. My parents try to. They lived longer than I did. So I need to be able to learn from them, and they try to make it to where we don't go through the same things they did. And that's what we're going to do to our kids and our kids after that. It's just how the world works. Sorry. But, in any case, I know this video is long. I know it is. But it's basically how we need to open up and how we need to basically let them know that we are who we are. But the thing about it is, I say this to, like, I would say I say this to my friend Zuko. I roleplay with her on Facebook. I've Skyped with her, and she's gone through so much. We all go through a lot too. We do, but here's the thing. There's some point in your life that you have to say, stop! And open up to people and let them know. And try to be able to open up to someone you can fully trust. Because people do get hurt. People say, oh, I'm not going to be able to trust this person, trust that person. Trust it in any way, shape, or form. But here's the thing. You need to be able to find people that you can trust. That's what your friends are for. That's what your best friends are for. Everyone will say that. If, let's say, for example, and here's one thing, I will say this, and a lot of people say it's not true. And if Markiplier, Mark Fishbach, his name's Mark, I will call him Mark. His YouTube channel is Markiplier. But if he was my best friend, and I went up and asked him, Mark, I need to ask you something. I need your opinion on something. I believe he will answer that for me, and he will help me. Well, if he can't, then he'll help me to reach that goal, to figure out what the answer is. He's a good man. He is. And so many others. There are so much people out there that people don't understand, saying, oh, well, I've lived here for all my life, and say, I don't trust these people, and I don't trust people who come in. But how does that work? Because you need to have a little bit of perspective on how you go out trusting them. Now, you may think that sometimes you may see them doing the wrong thing, but people can change. They can change for the better. Sorry. But it comes to my understanding, people don't understand how well it takes and how much strength it takes from you. Yes, it's hard to live life, to go through so much pain, so much death. I lost 3 best friends in November, about a year, 2 years ago, about a year. I lost my grandfather. Spiro Logothetis was a great man. He was. He was the greatest grandfather I've ever had. I lost him. But actually I didn't. And everyone knows how that goes. And my friend Rose, she was my teacher. She was the one who basically showed me all this stuff that no one else could. She helped me understand how it is to lead your life and how it is to open up, because people say, Just because you don't have a high school diploma or GED doesn't mean you can't. Doesn't mean you can stop what you're doing and just fail at life. People say, "Oh, the reason why we need you to show this certificate to show that you can do this," but there are other ways to showing what you can truly do. There is. You cannot just go out and say, "Hey, now me with gamer gods." Let me tell you this: with gamer gods, you do not need a high school diploma to work with us. If you know how to play the games, if you know how to help people, if you have a great heart, if you have a good heart, and you're willing to help someone, and go through so much just to help that person and more, you can join. But here's the thing: you have to be trusted. I basically invite my friends because I can trust them. People say, "Oh, you can't trust people outside of the United States." That's a lie. You want to know something? Because of Facebook, I'm glad I'm a Facebook user, because Facebook has brought up more people in my life than I could ever imagine. I'm telling you this, the truth, and that's the biggest truth that nobody will ever say. Like, I've met so many great people on Facebook who live all around the world. And you know what? It feels like they're just right here. Right here. In the palm of my hand. Or a call away. Or a message away, text away, Skype away, anything. And they're there to help me. And I've met so many great people. It's not fun. It's not funny. I have. And they've helped me through so much. And that's why I'm here to help you guys. People who are in pain, people who need a better outlook on life, I'm here to help you as well. And I promise, with the best of my abilities, I won't just make a promise and say, "Oh, I'm going to do it." If I can, in my ability to help you, I will do it. But it's not just me that can help you. That's you that can help you. You need to be able to help yourself before you can help somebody else. That's what my dad has taught me. He taught me, yes, you can go through a certain extent of what you go into people's problems. But sometimes my dad has to teach me stuff. Sometimes I gotta teach him stuff. That's how it is. Kids teach their own parents. That's kind of funny. That is. But I believe that they accept me for who I am and for what I do. And I've made so many great people happy, even through high school. Trust me. I have. And I'm thankful for that. And the last thing I'm really, truly going to push out here is that don't give up. Don't give up. Some people say giving up's the best thing. Wrong. They're wrong. It's not. It's the way how you need to figure out what is it that you need to do. Yes, you may say, "Oh, I've tried." And they're saying, "Oh, I just want to kill myself," or blah this, blah that. I'm done living like this. You haven't even lived! There are people my age are going to say that, and under 13 years old, there are girls 13 years old and men 13 years old that will say, "Oh, I can't do this anymore. I give up. I'm done living." You haven't even lived. Until you truly lived, don't say it. That's all I'm going to say. Don't say it. People will agree with me. They'll say, "Kenny, you're right. That is true. People have not truly lived." That's the way how it goes. Because I've seen it. I've dealt with it. Trust me. But I don't give up on them. I don't. When they think, "Oh, you've given up on me," no. But here's the thing, is that when I'm done helping you and I say, "Alright, now this is what you have to do. You need to figure out what you need to do next. I've given you pointers. I've given you help. I've basically giving you a whole list of what you have to do in order to put your life back in order. But sometimes you got to be able to do it on your own. I will give you pointers, but you need to be able to figure out what is it you need to grab in order to get. And don't give up. People will say, "Oh, this is too hard." When they're first starting out, the one person who taught me basically never to give up is Mr. Broderick Thompson Smith. He's a great friend of mine, and I thank him so much for it. And he's basically taught me what beats a fail. What beats a fail is a try. You try before you fail. He taught me that. Now it's time for me to open up and tell you guys. It's all about perspective. It's all about how you run your life. When you hit 18 years old, when you basically hit when you hit 17 and up, your life hasn't even started. But your life will start when you're ready for it to start. Thank you so much, everybody who has come to my channel and who has come to Gamer Gods with me. You can check out Gamer Gods in my channel. You can basically, if you're a friend of mine and you do not know what Gamer Gods is, you can message me on Facebook. And there are people who need help. You can email me at you can email me at kids999@facebook.com. It's kids999@facebook.com. Alright. Thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure doing one good video here. And sorry I'm not going to be able to post any good games or anything like that on any Let's Plays right now on Gamer God's channel, but on here, because I'm using my brother Austin's computer, so I'm not going to be able to do as much because it's a laptop and it's good, but I don't want him to get angry at me. But thank you guys so much. And one thing, there's one thing I will do, you Markiplier fans know it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!